It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Picks up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run from the shotgun. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. And the Canes will hustle to the line. They'll leave it with it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Scanning the field, it's back. Fires to the middle. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback adapting. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Steps out. 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Play action on 1st down. Working the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Canes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Beck. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to be snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game. Late in the first half. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw at Simpson. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. Makes him talk to the hand.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice...
Oh, a lot of space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Hurricanes racing to line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
A veritable crimson Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They'll go to the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And they won't be able to connect downfield looking for a big-time play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He got it!
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. Down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is to sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry,
and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks it ahead.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's going to galvanize them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. Touchdown, Miami! And will give him the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a really good job on this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down toward the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So the field goal would give them the lead. But in this part of the field, you want to punch it in. And that's what this offense will try to do. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the move, it's Young. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys.
Bless you. Yes.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice run there. Though, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
What a great run there. Third and one situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. The pitch to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama!
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Moss. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Quick spin on the ride. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. Powers through, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grab near the marker, it's Craver. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now on second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Aggies are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Buying some time as he moves left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Under fire. Gets drawn as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Young. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the returner will be brought down. Here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it set up on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Craver. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. How about this? These guys are going for two. To throw, it's Reed. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so
he lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed, and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. On the run, still looking. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. To the air, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Craver.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The high crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll immediately call timeout. Sometimes the offense just tries to outsmart itself, and that might have happened there, David.
Yeah, but I get it. I get being aggressive because you know you're going to go for it on fourth down, but now you look back and you go, all right, I'm a dummy. I probably should have just run the football, made this easier. Now fourth down is going to be a lot more difficult.
Snap. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Texas A&M going quickly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for a man, it's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's got it for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Toss to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. Next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take on because you might just go score.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. A design run for the quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort, too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort, the guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. To the air, it's Simpson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This A&M defense is showing up with an attitude and ready to saw everybody's horns off.
And I think it starts with those big bullies up front. And Texas high school football, you can find those guys, and they come to A&M, and you've seen them year after year after year. Big physical guys. Doesn't matter who's coaching the defense. They find those body types up front.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Going to the run, it's Moss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, they can also drain the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback looks for a little space. Scores on the sneak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
There he goes. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They just keep firing. He'll pull it down and run. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Thanks to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussy. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their